you always have to not only look at the negative, but big part of any psychotherapy would be to look at the patient's resources. Like, what do they bring as a human being? What are their strong points, their qualities? Where do they feel like, okay, this resonates with me? When I do this and that, I feel really good. I feel connected with myself. Or maybe some skills that they have that you can work on. Because, as you said, if you only work with the negative, then there is this imbalance happening even more. And this cannot be the goal. So, anytime you're working with people in psychotherapy, and I think that this is true for any kind of disease, of any kind of mental disease, you're not only working on, let's say, the pathological things, but you should be working on the qualities and the resources. Where does that human being get their, like, sort of life energy back? And maybe this relates to yoga in a very beautiful way when we're talking about prana, like the life force, the life energy. Where do I replenish? Where do I feel in touch with myself? So, and if you're working on trauma and you're working on that patient's resources, um, if you put those two things together, I think this is where the process can really be fruitful in the long run, because then they learn, okay, there is not only negative things, because we tend to, if we're very much stuck in a place, we tend to see everything in a very negative way. And there is a lot of technical terms to explain that as a psychologist, but I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. There are those days where you just feel like everything is really bad and dark. This is normal, but some people, especially who experience trauma, they might um, only see the world through these eyes. And it is very common in people who experience relationship related traumas, that they have this impression, okay, everything is my fault. And they sort of ingrain this into their way of thinking. And it takes a lot of effort, lot of effort, to sort of work your way to a more balanced view of the world. Like, okay, obviously there are negative things, but there is always also something positive. And to learn, or to make them see the positive things in everything, that's a huge part of psychotherapy, and might be the most crucial part at the end of the day.